Hey guys, Tim Ferriss here, author of the 4 Hour Body, 4 Hour This, That, and the Other Thing. And I wanted to tell you about some physical learnings that I've had recently. I've had chronic elbow tendonitis, so medial epicondylitis. This is golfer's elbow right here, tennis elbow right here. I've had surgery on this elbow, surgery on this shoulder, lots of issues. But the elbows have been really debilitating. Every 6 months or so, if I'm doing hard training, I have to take a very long break and stop everything effectively. It becomes so painful that I can't brush my teeth without shooting pain right here. I've largely addressed it, in part thanks to you guys and a bunch of tips that I got. So I wanted to show a few things that have worked for me. And the first is going to be this right here. This is the arm aid, and it straps to your leg like so. And I'll show you how this works once I get it put on. If Molly, my pup right there, doesn't chew on it, you have your yak bone. Enjoy your yak bone. So doing manual therapy on your arms is very difficult. This allows you to use a lever like so, and you can change the physics and so on, sizing by this slider here, and then you can do different types of extension, flexion, and move your arm through this entire range of motion. It is really a spectacular piece of equipment that was referred to me by people who are very serious rock climbers. Okay, so this is number one. It's the arm aid, weird looking device, but very, very useful. And you can also rotate it very easily. And honestly, go to the arm aid website just to see the product video because it's amazing. It's hilarious and really, really well done by this guy. I think you should go to State Ferris. He would sell 1 million of them. All right, the next, and I'll take this thing off my leg, is a little unexpected, multi-purpose also, and that is the Hitachi Magic Wand. Ladies! Okay, so this is not, well, it could be used for clitorises, but not in this case. This is purchased at Good Vibrations here in San Francisco. It is well known as a female pleasuring device, but in this case, the original, this is not the newer version, the original set on high apparently has the proper frequency, hertz, for relaxing hypertonic muscles, meaning if my forearms are effectively spasmed and really, really tight. And this was referred to me by a Russian medical massage expert who actually flew in to work on my arms. And you would place it on the muscle belly or at the end or at the insertion points for say 20 to 30 seconds to get the muscles to relax. And if I get the muscles to relax, they're not pulling, right? Since it is a tendon, they're not pulling on this medial epicondyle. Bink, right here. So, Hitachi Magic Wand. There you have it. And of course, there are many different things you can do with this that is for a different programming. This is for the family, folks. We're not going to cover that right now. All right, next, we have this device. And in terms of how much I would use all these, the arm aid I would use on a daily basis, once or twice, just for a few minutes each arm. The Hitachi Magic Wand just takes 20, 30 seconds, so I would do that again, once or twice a day, perhaps when I wake up and then before bed. And this right here, this is a Metolius Grip Saver Plus, and there are different versions. There's also the Handmaster Plus, which might have been first. Hello, Molly. And the way this works, it's very simple. You put your fingers into these loops, and you squeeze the ball, and then you extend with your hands. So one of the theories, and it may not be a theory, it may be fact, related to the causes of flexor tendonitis is that you have weak extensors. And I use a big bucket of rice for this as well, where I'll stick my hand in and then expand my fingers. But this is a great device that you can travel with very easily. You could potentially get rubber bands, which some people do. Molly, come here. But this guy works really well. All right, next up. And this seems overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Some of these are weird. These are the rubber bands. All this was bought on Amazon. So these are finger bands by Aylio, A-Y-L-I-O. Molly. Okay, enjoy your bed. These things. All right, these are cups. And traditionally in Chinese medicine, you might use moxibustion, which is mugwort, and you would have a glass bowl that would have something lit underneath it, and then that would create pressure when it's put on, or create a difference in pressure when it's put on the skin. It sucks up the skin. So that is Chinese cupping. These are very useful because you don't have to go through all that. You just apply pressure, you push down, and then bink, you have this type of suction. I first ran into these when I was doing the Tim Ferriss Experiment, the TV show, and the drumming episode where I had to train in drumming for a few days and then go on stage to a sold-out audience with Foreigner and drum. My forearms were killing me. They just weren't used to the stresses. And a massage therapist was working on different band members for different bands, so there's the warm-up act, during that, and she used one of these and took the pain away like that. So cupping is the next one, and these are very cheap. They're like $20, $30. And they will leave a huge hickey. If you leave them on for a few minutes, put one of these right in between my friend's shoulders when he was working on his laptop once. Gigantic purple welt like this hickey that will last a week or so. So be forewarned. All right, so we have those. All these things, aside from maybe the arm aid, very easy to travel with. Of course, if you have checked luggage, you can take this thing. Might have to explain to the TSA what this is all about. All right, now I am saving perhaps the best for last. These are very, very good. The first one is the Theraband. And this can be used for tennis elbow or it can be used for golfer's elbow. And the operative principle with this and the next thing that I'm going to show you is eccentric movement. So for addressing tendinopathy, Achilles tendinitis, tendinosis, eccentric exercise has been shown to produce some really dramatic improvements. Sometimes as much as like an 80% decrease in severity of symptoms in a week or so. And the way you would use this, there are different videos online you can find. But to do the negative, so the flexors do this, all right, in effect. So the negative movement would be that. How do we mimic this? Well, get the arm like this, get it into full flexion, and then grab this like, oops, that's the wrong way. Grab this, it's a little confusing to do. Like that, straighten my arms, and then that's the negative. All right, so it's just this movement here. And you do that, say, 15 repetitions, 1 to 3 sets, 2 to 3 times a day. I'm not that ambitious. I would do it once or twice a day. I can see a very significant decrease in symptoms. This can also be used for golfer's elbow. There are lots of different exercises you can find online. But for this little bad boy right here, specifically the way that I find it easiest is kind of curling it in like this, coming around, boom, and then extending. And there you have the negative. All right, that's number one. The next eccentric exercise is using this right here. And this was also indicated by a very high-level rock climber. So you can see I have fractional Olympic plates. This adds up to, I think, about 3 pounds. And yeah, 1 pound, 1 pound, half pound. All right, so these are fractional Olympic plates that you can put on a barbell, actually. Here we just have construction clamps, basically, you can get at any hardware store for probably $2, $3. And what I'm going to do with this, also for the golfer's elbow issue, is the following. So we start here, and the further away you get, of course, the harder the physics are. And I'm using this particular pole that has notches so I can remember how far away I am, but you could just use a marker, you could use a dowel, broom handle, whatever it might be. And coming here, and then we're just doing negatives. Okay, so slow negative, down to the floor, then up. I'm not bringing it back up myself. That's the concentric, the positive. I don't want to do that. And then we would just do this again. 10 to 15 repetitions, 1 to 3 sets a day, and that's it. And a lot of folks, including myself, have seen the symptoms of pain, sensitivity, and so on literally decrease by 50+% in 1 to 2 weeks. In my case, it took about a week. So very, very cool piece of equipment that is very, very easy to put together. And those are the primary tools. There are all sorts of little goodies that I could use, lacrosse balls for rolling things out, blah, 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 blah. But the 80-20, the 20% of all the tools that I tried, that have given me the most benefit are those I've shown you, and then these here. These are compression armbands. These specifically are from 2XU. There are also some other good versions from Slingshot makes another one that works very well. A lot of world-class powerlifters use this. My buddy Mark Bell's involved with this. This is 2XU, and I will wear these during workouts for compression, just to decrease inflammation and add some support. Since I have pain here, here, and here. Elbows are all jacked up from gymnastics training at 38. But there you have it, guys. Hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching, everybody. I would love to share more videos with you. If you would like to see them, please subscribe right here, and I will get to making more for you.